Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 16 people in Tyre and surrounding villages in southern Lebanon. Local officials reported that the strikes hit residential areas, a mosque, and a clinic. Al Jazeera correspondents highlighted that, despite Israel claiming to give sufficient warning, civilians attempting to flee north face extreme danger from drone strikes with no safe evacuation corridors available. Against this backdrop of escalating violence, United Nations Human Rights Chief Volker Turk announced that a team of investigators will be deployed to Lebanon next week. The mission aims to document and assess potential violations of international law and international human rights law by all active parties in the conflict. The conflict in Lebanon intensified in March when Hezbollah engaged in hostilities amid the broader U.S.-Israel conflict with Iran. Lebanon's Ministry of Health reports that Israeli attacks have killed over 3,600 people since early March. Tehran insists that Lebanon must be included in any prospective peace agreement, but hopes for a ceasefire remain slim as both sides continue to trade fire. According to Xinhuanet, the United States Central Command announced on Wednesday that U.S. forces disabled an oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman on Tuesday night. This marks the second consecutive day that U.S. forces have struck a vessel for failing to comply with an ongoing naval blockade against all Iranian ports. A U.S. aircraft fired precision munitions into the engine room of the Palau-flagged vessel, Mel T. Suldab, after its crew repeatedly failed to follow directions from American forces. The U.S. military claimed the tanker was attempting to transport oil from Iran. The naval blockade was initiated on April 13th. Since then, U.S. forces have reportedly disabled 8 non-compliant vessels, redirected 134 ships that chose to comply with the directives, and permitted 42 vessels carrying humanitarian aid to pass through the blocked waters. According to a report by the Liberty Times, United States authorities have seized 13 domain names suspected of being operated by Chinese intelligence agents. These websites were allegedly designed to harvest classified information from Americans holding active security clearances. The seizure follows a rare joint warning issued by the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, comprising the U.S., UK, Australia, Canada, and New Zealand, which highlighted that Chinese military intelligence has been actively using professional networking platforms like LinkedIn to target individuals with access to sensitive government secrets. The U.S. Department of Justice revealed that the seized websites masqueraded as legitimate consulting firms. According to the FBI, Chinese intelligence has increasingly utilized artificial intelligence-generated content to lure, recruit, and coerce current and former security clearance holders. U.S. officials have warned the public to exercise extreme caution if approached online by entities offering quick financial incentives in exchange for information. Although the website masterminds have denied any foreign government involvement, U.S. prosecutors stated the operation aims to dismantle foreign attempts to intercept classified information. According to the Japanese news outlet IZA, South Korea and the European Union (EU) held their 11th summit in Brussels on June 10th, agreeing to launch negotiations on an information protection agreement. This pact will enable the exchange of classified intelligence across a wide range of sectors, including national security and defense. At a joint press conference following the summit, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung emphasized the growing connection between Indo-Pacific and European security amid increasing international uncertainty, expressing strong interest in advancing defense ties with Europe. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen echoed this sentiment, describing South Korea as the EU's closest partner in the Indo-Pacific region and calling for deeper cooperation. Additionally, the two leaders signed a digital trade agreement designed to complement their existing 2011 free trade agreement, incorporating provisions for online consumer protection and electronic signatures. According to RNZ, A recent ruling by a Paris court to drop all charges against New Caledonia's pro-independence Kanak leader Christian Taine and 13 others has sparked deeply polarized reactions across the French Pacific territory. The court dismissed the case, citing insufficient evidence regarding their alleged roles in the deadly May 2024 civil unrest, which resulted in 14 deaths and massive economic damage. The pro-independence FLNKS party, now led by Taine, expressed relief and humility over the ruling. Conversely, pro-France politicians strongly condemned the decision, with loyalist MP Nicolas Mestorff calling it biased and criticizing the judges, while Southern Province President Sonia Baquet remarked that the French judicial system had gone crazy. Although Taine's defense lawyers defended the independence of the investigating judges, the public prosecution has already lodged an appeal, seeking further investigation. The highly sensitive case remains a focal point of tension as New Caledonia's provincial election campaigns are in full swing. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.